Hello, people that are watching this in the future. Just gonna wait for some people to log on to the live stream. Fix my camera angle. I think he's excited. He probably won't end up being able to stay in here. He's a little too excited. Ming Ming. Mingy. Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Bobbie, and today's Tuesday, so we'll be doing some yoga for cyclists. And I've been really lazy lately, and so I decided that we're doing a lot of core work today. Yeah, it'll be challenging, but it'll be fun, and don't get discouraged if it's too hard at any point. You can always take a break whenever you need. It's definitely gonna be challenging, but push yourself, but don't push yourself too hard. Don't exert yourself and hurt yourself. Always listen to your body. Do what your body wants you to do. So today, as far as props go, if you have 2 blocks, grab 2 blocks. Actually, you probably only need 1 block if you decide to use a block. If you don't have a block, you can use the books that are about the size of a yoga block, like this. And then I have a blanket. I usually use that to pad my knees, but you can also use it to sit on and stuff like that too. And then I also grabbed some weights. You don't need weights at all. It's just for extra challenge. So I have 2 5-pound weights. I might only use 1. I might not use them, just depending on how I feel. When we get to the point, you don't need weights or anything. It's just something to add a little extra challenge. Let's get started. We're going to get started lying on our backs in Shavasana. No, Mingy. So, come to lie on your back. I'm just going to grab the tea, Mingy. Reach the legs out long in front of you. Snuggle the shoulder blades underneath your back. Tuck the chin slightly so the back of the neck is long. And then just relax everything, every single muscle in the body. Close the eyes. Relax the face. Relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Feel the eyes sink into their sockets. Begin to slow the breath down right away. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Taking deep, even breaths. Making your inhales as long as your exhales, and your exhales as long as your inhales. You begin to notice some thoughts popping up in your mind, and that's okay. Just when that happens, try to bring your focus back to your breath, and that'll keep you on track and letting go of your thoughts. You want to notice and observe your thoughts, but try not to make any attachments or judgments about them. And then let them go with each exhale. We'll take a few more deep breaths here, really feeling the body sink into the earth, feeling safe and held. And I wanted to begin today's class with a quote. I just had to get up. Alright. So I thought this quote might be kind of motivating if you're feeling at all If you're feeling like it's getting to be too challenging, and you're starting to feel discouraged at all, I like this quote. It's from Michael Jordan. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. So let's take a few more deep breaths here. And I feel like that quote pertains to not just today's class, but obstacles in life as well. Maybe I had to lay down. Ah. Ow. Alright. Ow, pinky. So from here, begin to blink the eyes open. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Maybe circle the ankles and wrists. Rock the head from side to side. Then reach the arms up overhead, the legs out long in front of you for a morning stretch. Waking the entire body up. And then from here, walk the feet over to the right, both feet. And then also move the upper body to the right as well. But keep both hips grounded and both shoulders grounded. To intensify the stretch, you can cross left ankle over right. And then also maybe clasp opposite elbows above your head. Send the breath into that left side body. On your next inhale, walk the feet through center and over to the left, as well as the upper body. Keeping both hips grounded and both shoulders. Maybe clasp opposite elbows above the head. Try to do opposite arm on top this time if you did that before. And then cross right ankle over left. Send the breath into the right side body. Minky, don't drink my tea. On your next inhale, come back through center. Then reach the arms out to a T with the palms facing up. Or you can do a 90-degree bend or cactus shape in the arms if you don't have the space. Bring the legs to about a 90-degree bend. From here, really start to engage the core right away, pressing the belly down into the spine or into the earth. Take an inhale. As you exhale, gently let the legs begin to fall over to the left side, but don't let them come down all the way. Inhale, bring the legs back through center. Exhale, begin to let them fall to the right side. Don't let them come down all the way. Inhale, center. Exhale, start to come down to the left. Keep that right shoulder grounded. Inhale, center. Exhale, start to bring them down to the right. Keep the left shoulder grounded. Inhale, center. Exhale, bring them down to the left, almost all the way. Hold it. Hover, hold the legs hovering for just a moment. Keep the right shoulder grounded. Keep pulling the belly button in towards the spine. And then on your next exhale, gently let the legs fall all the way down to the floor on the left side. Keep that right shoulder grounded. If the legs don't come down to the ground, you can bring a blanket, block, pillows, or something underneath the legs if you'd like. Maybe bring the left hand to the right outer thigh. That'll give you a little self-assist. And you can keep the gaze straight up at the sky. Or maybe bring it over the right shoulder, only if that feels okay on your neck. Send the breath into the belly. Then bring both arms back out to a T or cactus shape if they're not there already. On an inhale, using the core strength, lift the legs up to center. Exhale, bring them to hover on the right side. Hover for a moment, pull the belly button in, keep that left shoulder grounded. And then exhale, reach them all the way down to the floor on the right side. Maybe bring some props underneath the legs. Try to keep that left shoulder grounded. Gaze can either be straight up at the sky or over the left shoulder. Maybe bring the right hand to the left outer thigh. Inhale, bring the legs up through center. Then lengthen the legs up towards the sky. I'm just going to move to the center of our mat. You can bring the arms down by the sides, palms facing down. Keep the left leg lengthened up. As you exhale, let's do inhale. As you inhale, bring that right leg about 1/3 of the way down. Take an exhale. On your next inhale, lower about 2/3 of the way down. Keep pulling the belly in towards the spine. On your next inhale, lower to hover about 1 inch or 2 off the ground. Keep pulling that belly button in. Exhale, reach that right leg up to meet the left. And now we'll do that with the left side. Inhale, lower about 1/3 of the way down. Exhale, inhale, 2/3. Exhale, inhale, lower to hover. Exhale, reach the left leg up. Back to the right leg. Inhale, lower 1/3. Exhale, inhale, lower 2/3. Exhale, inhale, lower to hover. Exhale, bring it all the way back up. Left leg, exhale, or inhale, 1/3. Exhale, inhale, 2/3. Exhale, inhale, lower to hover. Exhale, reach the left leg up to meet the right. And then one more time on each side. Inhale, 1/3. Exhale. Inhale, 2/3. Exhale. Inhale, lower to hover. Exhale, bring it up. Last one. Inhale, 1/3. Exhale. Inhale, 2/3. Exhale. Inhale to hover. Exhale, bring it back up. Now we'll do both legs at the same time. So keep that belly button pulling in. You got this. Take an inhale and lower both legs about 1/3 of the way down. Exhale. Inhale, 2/3. Exhale. Inhale, lower to hover. Exhale, bring them back up. Mingy? No. Sorry. All right. So keep going. Inhale, lower about 1/3 of the way down. Take an exhale. Lower about 2/3 of the way down. Take an exhale. Inhale, lower to hover. Exhale, bring the legs back up. Last one. Inhale, 1/3. Inhale, 2/3. Inhale, lower to hover. Exhale, bring the legs back up. Now from here, you can do this with bent legs if you'd like, or straight legs. Lift the shoulders up off the earth. Bring the hands gently to the back of the right calf, thigh, knee, ankle, foot, wherever. Try not to pull on your leg though, just gently using your core strength to hold you up. Exhale, we're going to switch. You can also do this with bent knees and keep switching, keep breathing, keep the chest or chin lifted off the chest. Belly button pulling in towards the spine. A few more. Really start to feel that core get nice and warm right away. Almost there. And release everything down. Take a moment lying on your back Feel the belly stretch out a little bit. Take off a layer. And then roll over onto your belly. So from here, we're going to work the back a little bit because the back is also part of the core. So we're going to start, hopefully I have enough room here. You're going to bring the arms out in front of you, the legs back behind you. Then on an inhale, lift the right leg and right arm and left leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, lower. Switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale. Inhale, switch. 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 A few more. Really feel the back begin to engage. Remember to keep breathing. Keep pulling the belly button in towards the spine. Try to keep straight arms and straight legs. You can even add weights to the hands here to challenge yourself a little bit. I accidentally left mine on the other side. Oh crap, now I'm doing the wrong. Don't do what I'm doing. Okay, now do what I'm doing. All right. Once you do get to your left arm and right leg, lower everything back down. And then from here, bring the hands to the low ribs. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. Squeeze the elbows up towards the sky. Then on an inhale, using only your back strength, lift the chest up off the earth. Maybe even lift the hands as well. Baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up again, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Then interlace the hands at the low back. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. On an inhale, reach the arms back, lift the chest up off the earth. Keep a nice long back of the neck, so chin is tucked slightly. Exhale, lower. Then you're going to bring the hands underneath the thighs. Pinkies, palms face down towards the earth. Pinkies touch. Squeeze the legs together. Then, on an inhale, lift just the legs up off the earth. Exhale, lower. Release the arms. Interlace the hands again. Try to do opposite thumb on top than you did the last time. Squeeze the legs together. On an inhale, we're going to lift the chest and legs off the earth. Reach those fists back towards the heels. Nice long back of the neck. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Maybe lift up a little higher. And then hold it on the exhale. And your next exhale, lower everything back down. Bring the forearms out in front of you. Elbows right underneath the shoulders. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Press into the tops of the feet. Lengthen the tailbone back. Sphinx pose. This should feel pretty good, stretching out the belly. I'm also going to add in a few back bends in class here and there to stretch out the belly and the spine as well. Then you can stay here in your Sphinx, or if you'd like to add in a quad stretch, bend the right knee, reach back for the right foot with the right hand, try to square the shoulders off to the top of the mat. Lengthen the tailbone back. Send your breath into the front of that right thigh. Carefully release the back foot if you grabbed it and switch sides. Bend the left knee, Reach back for the left foot with the left hand. Square the shoulders off to the top of the mat. Exhale, carefully release that back foot. From here, we're going to tuck the toes underneath. And then we're going to start to roll up, starting from the lower pelvis, lifting the hips up, coming into our forearm plank. So keeping the toes tucked under, lift up from the hips, chest, belly, and then we're going to lower down, hips, chest. Keep the toes tucked under, and we'll do that once more. We're going to actually lift from the chest first, then the hips. On an inhale, exhale, lower the hips. Chest is actually more like your low ribs and belly. So low ribs, belly, hips. Lengthen the tailbone back, press through the heels. Hold your forearm plank. It's okay if you notice that you're shaking. I'm shaking too. It happens. It just means you're working hard. Then, and you can always lower the knees down at any point if you'd like. From here, we're going to come up right palm, left palm. Right forearm, left forearm. Left palm, right palm. Left forearm, right forearm. Try not to sway your hips as much as possible. Right palm, left palm, right forearm, left forearm, left palm, right palm, left forearm, right forearm. Keep switching off on your own. A few more times, you got this. You can always take a break whenever you need. But I think you can do it. Remember to keep breathing. Keep pulling the belly in. Try to relax any unnecessary tension from the face. And then the next time you come up to your palms, hold your plank. You can always lower the knees down if you need. Reach through the back through the heels and forward through the crown of the head. Press into the palms, lengthen the tailbone back. Couple more breaths. On your next inhale, rock forward onto the very tips of your toes. As you exhale, squeeze the elbows in and lower all the way down to the belly. On an inhale, lift the heart up off the earth. Squeeze the elbows in, roll the shoulder blades down the back. Cobra. Maybe do a couple twists from side to side. Stretching out that belly in the back. Exhale, lower back down. Either move through your child's pose to your down dog or squeeze everything in towards the midline. Tuck the toes underneath. Inhale, press up plank. Exhale, hips lift. Downward facing dog. Pedal through your feet in your down dog. Walking the feet out. Reach the hips up nice and high. Press into those palms. Fingers spread wide. Then find stillness for a moment. Reach the hips up high. Shoulders roll away from the ears. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Look down towards the navel or thighs. If you feel like your spine is rounding forward, bring a nice bend to the knees. And then from here, look forward, come to the very tips of your toes, and begin to take slow steps all the way to the top of the mat, trying to stay on your tippy toes, using your core until you get all the way to the hands. Place the feet right underneath the hips. Let the body hang over the legs. You can have as much of a bend in the knees as you'd like. Maybe clasp opposite elbows above your head. Relax the head and neck completely. Maybe sway a little bit from side to side, bending into one knee and then the other. And then everyone bring a nice deep bend into the knees. Release the arms down if you clasped opposite elbows. And slowly begin to roll up through the spine. Coming all the way up to stand. Shoulder blades roll down the back, palms spin open. And the head lifts up last. Tadasana, mountain pose. From here, step the feet together. Big toes touch, slight space in between the heels. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink down into the hips like you're about to sit into a really tiny chair. Squeeze the knees towards one another, pull the belly in, lengthen the tailbone down, lift the heart up. Utkatasana. Try to bring more weight in the heels rather than the toes. Maybe you can even lift the toes up off the earth. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, fold over the legs, reach the hips up high. Inhale, halfway lift, find length in the spine. Exhale, plant the palms and step the left foot way back behind you. Left foot steps back. Ground through the back knee. You can pad your knee if you'd like with a blanket or by folding over one side of the mat. You can keep the toes tucked under or untuck them, whatever feels best in your body. You can always bring blocks underneath the hands if you'd like. Make sure this right knee is right above the right ankle. Also, if it's coming forward, you can bring one hand to the back of the ankle and just step your foot a little further forward with your hand to take a longer stance. From here, really ground through this front foot and the back leg. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, Anjaneyasana. Keep pulling the belly in, squeeze the inner thighs towards one another, lengthen the tailbone down, lift the heart up. From here, interlace the hands at the low back. Inhale, lift the heart up, taking a little bit of a back bend, but keep that belly button pulling in towards the spine and squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. Inhale, release the hands back up overhead. Now from here, using your core strength, you're going to shift the hips back, work towards straightening that front leg, and begin to reach the arms out in front of you. Trying to keep a nice long spine. Flex these right toes up towards the sky. We're going to hold it for just one more breath. Inhale. And then exhale, you can place the hands down and fold over the right leg. Keep pulling the right hip back, left hip forward. You can have hands on blocks if you'd like, or books, or pillows, or whatever you have. On your next inhale, bend through the front knee, lift the heart, coming back into your low lunge. Plant the left hand down. On the inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Stay here, or bend the back knee, reach back for your foot with the right hand. If you find that you cramp up when you try to take the quad stretch and you have a strap or a belt, you can put a small loop in your strap or belt and place it around the ball of your left foot so that you can reach that foot. If not, just don't worry about it. If you grab the back foot, carefully release it back down. And then from here, bring both hands to the inside of the right foot. Heel toe that right foot out slightly and let the heel point in and the toes point out. Coming into your lizard lunge. You can stay up on the palms, maybe bring your hands onto blocks, or maybe come down to the forearms to get into the hips a little bit more. You can also bring forearms down to blocks. Whatever feels best in your body. Take a few deep breaths here, giving that core a little break. A little bit of a hip opener. Then from here, if you're on your forearms, stay on your forearms. You'll tuck the back toes underneath and step the right foot back behind you, then lift the hips up. If you're up on your hands, tuck the back toes underneath, step the right foot back, lift the hips up into your down dog, and then lower the forearms down. So we're all going to meet in our dolphin pose. Forearms on the earth, hips lifted up high. Take a few deep breaths here. Then interlace the hands in front of you, keeping the forearms on the earth. Take an exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to lean the heart forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, lean the heart forward. Exhale, back. Couple more times. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the palms back onto the earth. And then press up to your downward facing dog. Either pressing up one arm at a time or both arms. You can stay in your down dog or move through your vinyasa. Inhale, wave forward plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, hips lift, downward facing dog. And then inhale, reach the left leg up towards the sky. Bend the left knee, open up the hip. Maybe do a couple leg circles here in both directions. Then straighten the left leg, square off the hips. On an exhale, step the left foot forward in between the hands. Lower the back knee down. Make sure left knee is above left ankle. Ground through the front foot and the back leg. Inhale, reach the arms up. Anjaneyasana. Squeeze the inner thighs toward one another. Pull the belly button in and lengthen the tailbone down. From here, interlace the hands at the low back. Try to do opposite thumb on top than you did before. On an inhale, lift the heart up, baby back bend. Keep pulling that belly button in to protect the low spine. On your next inhale, reach the arms back up overhead. From here, using the core strength, shift the hips back, straighten the front leg, and begin to reach the heart forward. Pull that belly button in. Try to have a nice long spine. Keep pulling the left hip back, right hip forward. Flex the left toes. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lower the hands down. Fold over that left leg. Stretching out those hamstrings. On the inhale, bend through the front knee, lift the heart, plant the right hand down, inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Stay here or bend the back knee, coming into your quad stretch. Wherever you're at, roll the shoulder blades down the back and spin the heart open. Carefully release the back foot if you grabbed it. Bring both hands to the inside of that left foot. Heel toe the left foot out slightly. Heel pointing in, toes point out. Make sure the knee is pointing in the same direction as the foot or toes. You can stay up on the palms. Maybe bring the hands up on blocks on any height. Or if you have pillows or books, you can put those underneath your hands. Or maybe you begin to come down onto the forearms. Take a few deep breaths here. Opening up that left hip, giving your core a little bit of a break. Then if you're on your forearms, plant the hands, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step the left foot back to your forearm plank, walk the feet in to your dolphin. Lift the hips up. If you are on your hands, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step the left foot back, plank, exhale, down dog, lower the forearms down. So we're all meeting in our dolphin pose again. Press into the forearms, press into the palms, lift the hips up nice and high, pull the belly button in. Interlace the hands out in front of you. Exhale. On your inhale, heart reaches forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Two more. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Bring the palms back on the earth. Press up to your downward facing dog. From here, bend the knees, look forward, step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Exhale to fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, fold. From here, bend into the knees. Inhale, lift the heart up, Utkatasana, chair pose. On your next inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hopefully you're feeling pretty good now, feeling nice and warm. I'm definitely feeling warm. My core is feeling it. Feel free to take a sip of water if you'd like, and then we'll get back into it. All right. Had to put my hair up. Okay. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Feet are together. Slight space in between the heels. Exhale, bend into the knees. Hips reach back like you're about to sit into a really tiny chair. Squeeze the legs together. Lengthen the tailbone down. Lift the heart up. On an exhale, fold over the legs. Hips reach high. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length in the spine. Exhale, plant the palms and step the right foot way back behind you. This time, keep that back knee lifted, but still make sure the left knee is tracking right over the left ankle. If it is coming forward, take the hands to the back of the ankle and step your foot further forward. From here, inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Lengthen the tailbone down, lift the heart up, pull the belly button in. On your next inhale, you're going to cactus the arms, lift the heart. Come back through center, inhale. Exhale, reach the heart forward, arms reach back, airplane arms. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, cactus, open the heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, reach the heart forward, arms reach back. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach the arms forward. Inhale up. Exhale, plant the right hand down. Lift the left arm up towards the sky. And from here, ground to the outer edge of that back foot. Either step this left foot halfway back, step it in front of the right, or stack left foot on top of right. Getting into the, into the obliques a little bit with our slide plank. Balance is off today. You can stay in your side plank, maybe lift the left leg up, and maybe step it back behind you, flipping you over into your wild thing. For a bit of a back bend heart opener, stretching that belly out. On an exhale, come back to your side plank, and then everyone come to a regular plank. From your plank, lift the hips up and back. downward facing dog. Stay in your down dog or move through your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. Maybe do a couple leg circles in both directions. Then straighten that right leg, square off the hips. Take an inhale. Exhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands. Make sure right knee is right above right ankle. Inhale, reach the arms up, high crescent lunge. Lengthen the tailbone down, pull the belly in towards the spine, lift the heart up. Take an inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach the heart forward, arms reach back. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, center. Exhale, airplane. Last one. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, center. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, plant the left hand down. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. Take a breath here. I'm just going to switch sides so I don't end up facing my back to you. Ground through the back foot to the outside edge of that back foot. Either step the right foot halfway back, in front of the left, or one on top of the other. Lift those hips up nice and high. Pull the belly in. Stay right here. Maybe lift that right leg up. Step it back behind you. Flipping you over into your wild thing. Reach the hips up nice and high. Right leg is bent, left leg is straight. Carefully make your way back to your side plank if you took wild thing. Then everyone from side plank, exhale to regular plank. Both hands reach down. On your next exhale, hips lift up and back. Downward facing dog. You can stay in your down dog or move through your vinyasa. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then from your down dog, bend the knees, look forward, step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, fold. Bend into the knees, hips reach back. Inhale, lift the heart up. Utkatasana, chair pose. On your next inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take one more vinyasa to our child's pose. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, plant the palms. Either step or maybe hop back to your chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, lower the knees down to the earth. Big toes touch. Knees can either be together or wide. Hips reach back towards the heels. Arms out in front of you. Forehead reaches down toward the earth. Maybe place a prop underneath the forehead. Maybe you want to give your shoulders and arms a break, so you reach the hands back towards the feet. Feel the breath begin to slow down. Maybe even take some exhales out through the mouth. That'll help you release some heat and release some tension. But don't worry, we are not done with core work yet. Just the standing stuff. When you're ready, reach the arms back out in front of you if they're not there already. Tuck the toes underneath and lift the hips up and back to your downward facing dog. Take a couple deep breaths here. Then you can either step or lightly hop through to a seat towards the top of your mat. Let the soles of the feet land on the earth. Bent knees, hands can come behind the thighs. You can either have the feet hips width distance or together, whatever feels best in your body. Lift that heart up, pull the belly button in towards the spine. Feel free to stay right here. Maybe lift the legs up, lift the legs, the shins parallel to the earth. Keep the heart lifted. Hands can stay behind the thighs, or maybe you reach them out long in front of you. From here, you can feel free to not use any props, but if you'd like to add a little extra challenge, you can come out of the pose if you have to. You can either grab a block, weights, one weight or two, or if you don't have weights, before I got these weights, I would fill up water bottles. I should have said that at the beginning of class. Sorry about that. Either way, you don't have to use weights. You don't have to use blocks. It's just a little extra challenge. So we're going to keep the shins parallel to the earth. You can also keep the shins or the hands to the backs of the thighs and twist with the upper body. Otherwise, you're going to bring the hands either to a prayer and twist this way, breathing. Keep the chin lifted off the chest, heart lifted, and then you can also add a weight, 2 weights, a block, whatever you have. Just a few more. You got this. Keep pulling the belly button in. Keep breathing. Keep the chin lifted off the chest. You can always lower the feet too if you need. Whatever feels best in your body. We're almost there. And then release any props that you were using down. And then we'll slowly lower onto our back. So feet planted, slowly, as slow as you can, using that core, coming all the way down to the back. I think that's it for the core work for today's class. Now let's stretch it out a little bit more with some back bends. So the first, I'll demonstrate first, and then we can all take one back bend together. So we have a few options here. First option is with a block or a pillow or two or a book, whatever you have. Soles of the feet on the earth, feet are hips width distance apart. You'll press into the feet to lift the hips up and then place whatever props you're using underneath the sacrum. Snuggle the shoulder blades underneath the back. And it's a pretty relaxing back bend. The only muscle engagement that you really want is to squeeze the inner thighs towards one another so they don't split out. But also don't bring the knees too far in. Keep the knees tracking straight out from the hips. And you can have your props at any height that you'd like. Low, medium, high. Use a pillow, 1 pillow, 2 pillows, 3 pillows, whatever you have. And if you choose to take that supported bridge, you can take it now and hold it till we're all done with our back bend. Try not to look from side to side in that pose, which is why I always try to demonstrate the back bend options first. Second option is bridge without the block. So we start the same way. Snuggle the shoulder blades underneath the back. On the inhale, you'll press the hips up. Maybe stay here, maybe interlace the hands. Do not look from side to side in this pose. Squeeze the knees toward one another, but not too far that they're falling in toward one another. Just so that the knees are tracking straight out from the hips. Then when you're ready to come out, release the hands if you choose to interlace them. And slowly lower upper back, middle back, lower back. Third option is wheel. You'll start like you're about to come into bridge, but instead bring the hands by the ears. Fingertips point down towards the shoulders. Squeeze the elbows up towards the sky. On an inhale, press into the feet, lift the hips, come up onto the head first, and then press all the way up. You really want to press into the feet to reach that heart forward. Try to straighten your arms as much as you can. It's hard to talk in this one. And then when you're ready to come down, tuck the chin, slowly lower down the opposite way you came in. All right, so when you're ready, choose which back bend you'd like to take, unless you're already in your supported bridge. And then we'll all lift up together. So prepare yourself. On an inhale, lift up. Keep breathing. Press into the feet. Squeeze the knees toward one another. On your exhale, everyone lower down. Take a moment here, bring the feet wide, and let the knees fall in toward one another, just to release the low back a little bit. And then, when you're ready, lengthen the legs out in front of you and roll onto your belly. We'll take one more back bend. First option is locust. We came into that at the beginning of class. Squeeze the legs together. This time, just have the arms down by the sides instead of interlacing them. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale, lift the legs and heart. Or your second option is bend the knees, reach back for your feet or ankles, squeeze the knees towards one another so they're not splitting out to the sides, and then inhale, kick the feet into the hands, lift the heart up. You may notice you begin to rock back and forth. It's okay. Kind of massages the belly. Feels good. And then exhale, lower everything down. From here, we're going to bring the right leg or right knee. Here, I'll turn this way so it'll probably be easier to see. Okay. Right knee out to the right. Then you're going to send this left arm underneath the right. Reach the right arm open, coming into your supine twist. You can bring the left hand to the right outer thigh. Keep that right shoulder grounded. Gaze can either be straight up at the sky or over the right shoulder. Then we're going to reverse our way out. So left arm comes out to the left. Bring the right hand over to meet it. Pick up that left arm. Come back onto your belly. And we'll come into that the same way we came in. Come into the other side the same way we did that side. So left knee comes up towards the left shoulder. Reach that right arm underneath the left. Spin the heart open, reaching the left arm out to the left. Maybe bring the right hand to the outer left thigh. Left shoulder stays grounded. Gaze is either straight up at the sky or over the left shoulder if that feels okay on your neck. And this time, come to lie on your back, unwind. Hug the knees in, maybe rock a little bit from side to side. Do some leg circles with the knees, or some circles with the knees to massage out the low back. Then bring the soles of the feet to point up towards the sky, knees open wide. Hands can either come to the backs of the thighs, outer calves, outer ankles, or outer feet. Lengthen the tailbone down. Press the legs and feet into the hands, and the hands back into the legs or feet. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side. And maybe straighten one leg at a time. Maybe straighten both legs. Keep lengthening the tailbone down. And then from here, let me just see how much time we have. Okay, from here, bring the soles of the feet together, knees open wide. Bring the forehead towards the heels for a moment, engaging that core one last time. Take an inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Keep the feet together, knees open wide. Just lower them down. Coming into your Supta Baddha Konasana or reclined butterfly. And snuggle the shoulder blades underneath the back. Feel free to put any props. If this is too intense, you can put props underneath the knees and thighs. Take a moment here. Maybe bring the left hand to the heart and the right hand to the belly. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last one. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Sigh it all out. Feel free to stay in your Supta Baddha Konasana for your Shavasana. Or if you would like to come out, bring the hands to the outer thighs to bring your knees towards one another and reach the legs out in front of you. If you are someone that tends to get back pain, you can either bring the soles of the feet onto the earth or bring a bolster, pillows, blocks, or something underneath the knees, and that kind of takes pressure off the low back. Come into your version of Shavasana, whatever feels best for you. Once you arrive, close the eyes, relax the face, snuggle the shoulder blades underneath the back, and tuck the chin slightly so the back of the neck is long. Quiet the mind, noticing, observing the thoughts, but not making any attachments or judgments to them. Let them go. Allow yourself to be present, focusing only on relaxation. Begin to let the breath return to its natural state, letting go of any breath control. Shavasana. If you'd like to stay in your Shavasana longer, please do. But if you're ready to come out, start by taking bigger breaths. If you have your knees open wide in Supta Baddha Konasana, bring the hands to the outer thighs to help you bring the knees toward one another, and then lengthen the legs out long in front of you. Everyone bring small movements to the fingers and toes. Circle the ankles and wrists. Rock the head from side to side. Reach the arms up overhead, the legs out long in front of you for a morning stretch. Then hug the knees into the chest and carefully roll over onto one side. Feel free to rest here for a moment. And whenever you're ready, trying to keep the eyes closed or a soft gaze, carefully make your way up into a comfortable cross-legged seat at the top of your mat. Once you arrive, sit up nice and tall, taller than you have all day. And reclose the eyes if you open them. On an inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touch at the top. Exhale through the mouth, hands to heart center. Bow the chin towards the heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for carving this time out of your day to do something good for the body and mind. And challenge yourself. And I thank you for joining me. I hope you can take the benefits from tonight's class with you into the rest of your night, the rest of your week, and onto your bike. Bring the thumb knuckles up to the third eye space. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I hope you had a good class. I know I did. Thank you for working the core with me, because I really needed to do some core work. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything I need to work on. And also let me know if there's anything that you want to work on in any future classes. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like my videos, blah, blah, blah. Thank you again, and please join me again this week for Yin Yoga on Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then for Energizing Vinyasa on Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, I think that's it. I can't remember. Donate if you can. I have Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, and they're all listed on my social media and my YouTube. Anything helps. But if you don't have the money right now, that's totally fine. I just want my classes to be affordable and accessible for everyone. Thank you again, and I hope you have a really good night and a really good week.